Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Cobra's Take. This is a thing where I take a topic, talk about it, explain my thoughts, so on and so forth. Today's topic is Backlash that ended um, a couple hours ago. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was okay. Um, Yeah, it was okay. I didn't watch the I didn't watch the pre-show because I didn't really want to. I mean, sometimes I do, depending on the pay-per-view. I didn't watch it this year. I didn't watch this pre-show. It was okay. It was more draggy and such. The matches were okay. Some matches were all right, but it was just that. I am going to do something that I never did before. I'm going to actually grade um the pay per view that people witnessed. Um, yeah, the only match that was actually pretty damn good was the first match, which was for the Intercontinental Championship, and Miz versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship, which was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it, even though I don't think it could have been better because that was like a overall grade match that people enjoyed. I'm just upset that the match had to be first. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship is supposed to be prestigious, but it's the first match on the card. I was going to assume Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass would be the first match, or um, Nia Jax be the first match, or you know stuff like that. I didn't think that would be a repeat of what we had at WrestleMania because the Intercontinental Championship was the first match on the card at WrestleMania, and it is the first match on the card at Backlash. But overall, Miz did a good job. Of Seth Rollins did a fantastic job on that. He did pretty good. Um, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. Everyone knew Nia Jax was going to retain. Um, Alexa Bliss did do a pretty good job of getting some offense in. I saw it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed what she did. Everything that she tried, keep her. Well, she tried to put her in the ring. It wasn't working out for her. It was some good spots that I saw, but it was something that I didn't know. Well, know after the pay per view ended was that Alexa Bliss actually has a shoulder injury after the match. I don't know if whatever happens. Apparently, supposed to get an X-ray today. Later on today, I'm not too sure where. Probably in the same area or what have you. But Nia Jax did retain, and also Seth Rollins also did retain the Intercontinental Championship, which actually that too. Um, it was that one particular segment with Elias where no one would let him do his little music, his little number. I didn't get past that. I didn't get past it. I changed the channel, and when I came back, I changed it, and then once I came back to it, he was laid out, and Bobby Roode, I guess, hit him with the glorious DDT. I presume, you know, just that. That's just one thing. But the next thing I will talk about is a match. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. Now, if you guys don't know, Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy have been like battling for like months or years in WWE since like 2007, or I think it was like no, I think it was 2008, and they gave him a shot at the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble, and it was it was great. It was a great thing. I think this would be like more of a redemption because I think he only beat Randy once or twice, but on with the championship on the line, Jeff only Jeff never beat Randy Orton if there's a championship on the line, and for Jeff to beat Randy Orton with a title on the line is pretty nice. I liked how the match ended. It was okay. I give that like C minus, I guess. It's hard to say. And then the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles. AJ Styles defending the championship against Shinsuke Nakamura, which I presume, I hope, I thought that the match would be the main event since it's the WWE Championship, which is also like the another prestigious championship, which is like the home ground championship, like the number one championship in the WWE, which should be a main event. No, it was close to the main event. It was like the third match before. It was like the third match before the main event, and the match was okay. It ended. It screwed people over. It screwed the fans over. It screwed me over. How the way it ended, I didn't really like it. I like the I don't really know what's going to happen. All I know is next month is the Money in the Bank, and AJ Styles may be his title may indeed be in jeopardy. I mean, it is already in jeopardy, but the fact that Money in the Banks happen, anybody can cash it anytime, anywhere, and stuff like that can possibly happen. But there's one spot I want to talk about, in that match where AJ Styles threw the chair at Shinsuke Nakamura. Not only it hit Shinsuke Nakamura in the knee, but it also ricocheted and hit AJ Styles in the face and cutting him, and it was blood on his. It was like blood on his cheek, and the match was pretty good. I liked the match, even though I'm getting kind of tired of seeing it multiple times. I feel like you see it at WrestleMania. Okay, cool. Saudi Arabia. Okay, all right. Now Backlash, third time the charm. No, my man's. No. Okay, no. All right, not having it. Um, the match was all right. I hated how it ended. That's everybody. I think everybody in the whole arena was very very upset on how it ended it, and I wasn't really a fan of that. So I give that like a C minus. Well, C plus. C plus. Next was Daniel. Next, Carmella defended the Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm gonna say against Charlotte. Now, if I've been watching wrestling for a very, very, very long time, I know that Carmella was going to retain the championship just to have, Um, I think her period. She's going to have the championship to about SummerSlam or probably November. But I'm shooting for SummerSlam. Somebody take it at SummerSlam. That's what I'm shooting for. Besides that, she did a great job, somewhat being the heel and very, very cocky that she is. She managed to beat Charlotte, even though Charlotte had many, many opportunities to beat and become champion again, which I don't want her to become champion. I think I want Carmella to become champion, give her the opportunity to hold the championship for a little bit. Nothing too, just for a little while, okay? Nothing too that's too crazy. Nothing too that's forever, like a year or some shit. I don't see her having it for a year. I think I have her winning it, her having it till SummerSlam. That's it, and then like she'll probably get a rematch, and then lose it, and then become where she was at beforehand. You know, so the match is good. I enjoyed it. I don't know what they're gonna do next. I don't know what Charlotte they're gonna do. The angle is Charlotte gonna get another shot, or somebody, or Oscar's going another chance, or in that nature. So um, the tag team match that that featured Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman teaming up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now, we already knew that this match is going to be the exact same match from like 2-3 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, where Braun Strowman bulldozed over um, Kevin Owens twice and hit him with a drop kick third time. I thought it was like that. Exactly was like that. People, people are behind Braun Strowman more than Bobby Lashley, even though he's been WWE for a while and he just came back not too long ago, and it's not really fans. Fans like him, but they like Braun Strowman better because get these hands or what have you is what makes him popular. So the match is okay. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, he had a little argument during the match. It was all right. You know, they was playing with each other, throwing each other back in the ring, and get the ass whooped by uh by Strowman. Uh, One thing that I don't understand, when Bobby Lashley came to WWE, I think it was 2005, and he had his move called the Dominator, I believe, and he would pick somebody up and then slam them on their face. I'm not too sure where that move is. I'm not sure where it is. I'm not sure where the hell that might be. Not sure where that one might be at. Cause the thing is, he keep using the suplex. Like, I'm pretty sure his finisher now is a freaking suplex. It's not really fantastic. It's not great, but it's a suplex. And the fact that it's a suplex is not really. It's not amazing. Like, it's not great. Like, he's super strong. He can do some shit like that. Like, give him the spear. Make him do the spear. Make him make that a finisher. But we got a guy, Roman Reigns, do a finisher that like that, and I'll get to him in a minute. But um, match was okay. Fans are more behind Braun than Bobby. I think Bobby should have went somewhere else, but I like Bobby. Bobby's pretty good, a pretty good superstar. Even though I wanted him and Brock Lesnar to go toe to toe for the Universal Championship, which also I don't want Brock Lesnar to be the longest reigning champion in our modern era of WWE. 434 days is close to ending, ladies and gentlemen, and I do not want that to happen no time soon. Like somebody needs to beat him. Roman couldn't. Roman couldn't do it, and I think our last hope. And I said that with Kevin Owens. I thought Kevin Owens could be, the way he was. If he used all that mentality, he could be it. But honestly, the only person that can go toe to toe with him and actually take the championship away from him without no script, no nothing. Like, yeah, you want to win this? No, no, no. Samoa Joe is the only one that can actually put it away. Now, speaking of Samoa Joe, it's time to get to the last match of this pay per view, which I've heard that people actually before the actual match started, people actually started leaving because no one wanted to watch this pay per view. One wanted to watch the last match, which was Roman Reigns against Samoa Joe. Both of different brands. Roman Reigns from Raw and Samoa Joe, which was drafted to SmackDown Live because of the Superstar Shakeup. Now, I didn't know how it would end. I wasn't really sure how it would begin. And it began the way I thought it would. Joe was too hype. Joe was way, way too hype. And I knew for a fact that somebody was going through a damn table. And I was indeed right. Roman and Joe was talking some smack, and Joe hit him in the eye. Boom. He started hitting him up. He was throwing hands. They throwing hands, and Joe threw him out the window, not the window, threw him out the ring, and it was getting all hype. It was doing Joe was really punching on Roman. Roman started giving a couple couple shots in, thugging a couple shots in, and all of a sudden, just like he got that Roman Reigns got that Great Balls of Fire treatment, just like Brock Lesnar got Uranagi through the table, and then he got slammed. Then he went over the table, went over the one table, and then went over the other table, and then the actual match began. And then we was like, yes, yes, please, we need Joe to win. Like, people are behind Joe more than Roman. No one likes Roman. I'm not one of those people, but I am tired of him using the spear. He needs to use something else. But anyway, so the match was going great. It was mainly Joe. Joe was doing mainly all the work since that ambush before the match begun. But before all that, it was all Joe. Joe had the Coquita clutch locked in. Roman damn near passed out, damn near. He didn't really, he fought somewhat, but it was all Joe. Joe didn't let up. I think he hit two spears or one, but when he hit the speed, he hit something, and he pinned, but Joe put his foot on the bottom rope, and that was it. That was bottom rope. Now, there's one thing in that match I thought was going to happen, because we've seen Samoa Joe use the Coquita clutch an awful lot, and I always thought that the Muscle Buster was actually banned once he got to the main roster, because that's what I've been using. We haven't seen him use the Muscle Buster since he got to the main roster, and he was about to use it, about to use the damn thing, and then, oh yeah, Roman Reigns blocks it. He reverses it. He jumps over Joe and hits a spear, and then he picks up the win, and no one is happy. I mean, they boo him, period. If he wins or lose, cry, saw, bleeds, not, they're not, and I think it was somebody in the audience when Joe was actually beating his ass outside before he put him to the table, was like, you deserve it. Like, golly, that is terrible. But the pay-per-view was okay. I didn't really, it was all right. I think I prefer Saudi Arabia than this. I mean, they hyped it up so much that it wasn't really that great, you know. I don't know what they could possibly do next, but, and I don't know. I don't really know what they could possibly do, but all I know is for a fact that whatever they do, they gotta do much better, because I think Money in the Bank is what they have to prove. And I did watch the post show, or the Talking Smack Raw thing. I don't know what it's called. And Miz, even though he said even though he lost the match, he was like he's focusing on the WWE Championship, going to Money in the Bank, and win the briefcase again and cashing in and whatnot. Which hopefully he does, because I think he's due for another championship run, another WWE Championship run soon. There's that, and if no one noticed, before I end this, but if no one noticed, when they showed the preview of Money in the Bank, they showed an uh, awful lot of Dean Ambrose in a little clip. It could be hints, or just me. It could be hints that Dean Ambrose may indeed return at Money in the Bank, possibly. But SummerSlam, I'm also shooting for SummerSlam. I'm just saying. But that is it. That is it for this video. This been Cobra's take on Backlash. I give this pay-per-view a C minus. It was okay. I actually started falling asleep a little bit during the pay-per-view. I ain't gonna lie. I try to watch all three straight through. I actually rewatched it just in case, I missed something, but I really didn't. Wait, I didn't miss a match. Daniel Bryan, Big Cass. I definitely did that. Daniel Bryan beat Big Cass, tapping him out, and Big Cass, being the sore loser he is, beat the holy shit Daniel Bryan. I enjoyed that match as well. You know, I love that match. That was actually a B caliber match. I like that match, and even though Big Cass lost, which is bad because he just came back and he needs a W in his caliber, it's still great that he went out and did a wonderful performance. You know, I like that. Now that I did every match that I know of. I'm not doing the pre-shows. That's it. I'm not doing the pre-show matches. I'm not doing that because it was pointless. Only thing that I'm hoping for that SummerSlam, and I'm shooting for SummerSlam, is that Bailey versus Sasha Banks, because this has been going on for too long, and I want these superstars to actually fight, and I got Bailey all the way through, beating her. Just like she did at Takeover Brooklyn, the first one, not the second or the third one. Yeah, the first one. But that is going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys next. I'll see you guys next time. This has been Cobra's take on Backlash.